that kind
Yeah,
of the driving
yeah,
force there?
definitely. That's just what I clung to from the time I was that little kid out in Michigan. I just felt that was my only
That was the
route. I'm telling you, I was 4 or 5 years old.
and
Well,
did
at
you know
that
where that
time,
came from?
at that time, I did it because I loved football and the roughness and the toughness. Because to me, at 3, 4, 5 years old, remember I was just that kid that clung to heroes
Right.
Yeah.
and the Samson and the David and Goliath stories and Popeye on the cartoons. The superhero. I mean, whatever it was, if it was a super stud, I was all over it. Right?
Yeah.
The hero, my dad would tell me stories about great great grandfather that was in rescuing party at Martin's Cove and how our family settled Utah and the starvation and the hardships, or back in our family, some of our family Fred were Huguenots in the 1600s in France, and how they had to flee France because they're being murdered by the Catholics, and
Yeah.
to England, and then how in England they would had a tunnel from their home over to the church to go over and worship.
Oh
I
gosh.
mean, I grew up with these stories. I'm like, man, my family's strong, and they're awesome, and there's these heroes and the Samson and this and that. So it started out that way because I was like, okay, I'd watch maybe an NFL game on TV and the Great Frozen North and Vince Lombardi, and the toughness of
Yeah.
it matched the toughness to me of Samson and all these great heroes of mine. So I really think that's where my love of it started. And then when we lost the farm, I'm like, my love football is going to help me save my
Help you
family,
do it.
right? And so every time it got harder and harder, I think, yeah. I remember seeing when I was in Ravenna, the town where I pointed at the TV and said I was going to play in the Super Bowl. I remember my brother and I looking at an article in a newspaper of Fran Tarkington, or is it Fran Tarkington or Joe Namath, signing a contract for $250,000 a year. And this is back in
Yeah.
1969, right? And I'm like, that seemed like so much money. I'm like, oh, football's absolutely the way I'm going to take care of my family, right? I'm going to be able to have a lot of money and buy a farm again and take care of my family and fix everything. So yeah,
Yeah.
I never contemplated anything else.
No.
I
Yeah.
really didn't. I knew football was going to be my way.